Welcome to the office. From Melbourne to San Francisco via Singapore or Destopinion, you're watching Destopnews, the selling updates. But first, Destopinion is what its name suggests, a kind of opinion on any given news. Listen to this story. A war of words as well as loads of rumors are spreading over the internet. The 35th America's Cup due in 2017 is already making waves. First, and that wasn't a surprise to anyone, the Australian Jimmy Spithill signs with Oracle team. The young Australian will again be with the US team to win a third straight victory. The man behind the most fantastic comeback after being 8 down is also the youngest skipper to ever win the America's Cup. And this is the real news. Then there are loads of rumors spreading around and they have always been part of this event. As usual, everything and anything is said, but there is something recurring and also very irritating. After announcing that the protocol would be published late last year, the date has been pushed back to March. So yes, indeed, it would appear that in March, Sir Russell Coutts and Larry Ellison will announce a number of details, like the boat, for example. Big deal! Well, I have a scoop for you. It will be a flying catamaran. That's a huge surprise, isn't it? However, regarding the venue and therefore the dates, well, there will be a slight delay. Not until the northern summer, probably. This is to allow Russell & Co. to buy enough time to put the pressure on the San Francisco's authority, who are a bit cold at the moment. Well, to be honest, the last event did not live to its promises. The cost for the city doubled, very few teams competed, the forecast revenue were divided by 2, then 3, then 4, etc., etc. So today, the mayor of San Francisco is told that the Cup could be held in Newport, San Diego, Hawaii or Timbuktu. Isn't it déjà vu here? For the record, after their victory in Valencia in 2010, the same people used exactly the same strategy towards San Francisco. Hey guys, you've done it before. The 35th America's Cup elsewhere than San Francisco? Are you kidding us or what? Come on, Russell, with the huge respect we have for you, what if you were to stop thinking we are kids for once? It's not too much to ask, come on. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet is Team New Zealand on the verge of imploding after Dean Barker's revelation on national television. We'll have more to this as the story unfolds. From Monaco, the Primo Cup celebrates its 30th anniversary and the cream of sailing gather for the true start of the European yachting season. In J24s, the largest and most competitive class, the British IT Riccio wins against 20 formidable opponents. The Greek Evniki takes the second place to the great delight of her skipper. In the Dragons, the Russian Strange Little Girl wins by a small margin over the local team Activist following a fierce battle. In the Surprise, the course held near the Oceanographic Museum offers more stable conditions. From Switzerland, Signataire leaves no stone unturned and secures the victory over the French Indigo. A perfect tie on points in the star class, however, the final victory goes to the Swiss Squalo Blanco. In IRC, the GP42 Future Vision team kills the suspense by winning every races. The second weekend offers some strong conditions for the 83 boats gathering in 5 new classes. In the SB20s, the show is wonderful with their lightning acceleration on the Spinnaker. The ranking is undecided in the top 10 until the Italian Battistella on board Diva puts everyone at bay. The very powerful and always spectacular Lancer illuminates the Monaco's water with their colorful sails. Nicolas Béranger, helped by tactician maestro Bertrand Passet, relegates his 2 main rivals Willen and Calais 8 points behind. In J70s, with 3 races victory, the French Seneschal takes the trophy in this booming new class. The Smeralda offers their traditional show and are largely dominated by the local skipper Blandine Médecin on bare essential ahead of Botadrita. The Plateau 25s are an all-German affair with Stefan Moll on Grun beating Kamladley. The 8th edition of the Extreme Sailing Series promises to be one of the most exciting to date. Footages of last year are still giving us a chill. Sailors falling into the water, collisions, capsizes, disappointment, victories. The 2014 program includes 8 acts in the best pieces of water on the planet. The skippers this year are not newcomers by any means either. Most of them are pretty damn good at it, actually. In Singapore, it will feel like the opening day at school. This actually made me think of something. What if I was part of it? Well, immediately coming back to my mind is the poet Anatole France. Of all the schools I attended, to play hockey always seemed the better one. Well, there won't be any hockey playing for the cream of sailing. The top-notches are well accustomed to battling it out on the water. Franck Camas is back this year in his quest for excellence and to fast-track his ambition of building Team France for the next America's Cup. Franck has had a big year in 2013, going from one boat to another with the same results, winning. Yet the French sailing hero has never shone on this circuit. The huge disappointment of the last America's Cup has left some scars, but Emirates Team New Zealand has massive resources. Dean Barker is back at the helm for the first 2 acts with a team thoroughly renewed. Sir Ben Ainslie arrives on the circuit and is immediately a force to be reckoned with. No need to introduce the Olympic medals collector. His quest is to win and to set his own challenge for the next America's Cup. Last but not least is Sevi Jarvin. This young prodigy from Down Under has won pretty much everything on the famous Australian 18-footers. As Ian Murray's protégé, Sevi has received the nod to skipper the Australian Challenge in the next America's Cup. With these 4 skippers, you have the best of what sailing can offer. From Melbourne, Geelong's Bay offers some interesting weather conditions for a challenging Melges 24 World Championships. The Royal Geelong Yacht Club is one of the largest and most successful yacht clubs in Australia. The warmth of the welcome is great and the visitors discover some of the emblematic local animals. For the first time in the history of the class, the world title is up for grab in the Southern Hemisphere.
Big moment for the class to be first time out of the Northern Hemisphere, and the feeling's really terrific here, so I think it's just a great vibe. And
the championships starts in windy conditions and the US team takes the lead thanks to Chris Larson and Harry Melges. However, the weather changes rapidly and the Swiss team led by Flavio Favini shows its ambitions. Flavio did fail in his conquest of the world title in San Francisco last October by only 2 points. This time, he crushes the opposition and pockets a second world title 13 years after his first crown. The skipper wins with such a comfortable margin that he doesn't even have to sell the last race.
As you probably know, this is our 14th try to do this regatta, but this is the best organized one. Harry and Bora, is an honor to race against you guys, and I hope you won't be too upset with your results.
The battle for second place is between Harry Melges and the current Moth World Champion Bora Gulari.
Great breeze today, a lot of fun sailing, really shifty, and it allowed for a lot of opportunities to gain and lose, which made it more fun and exciting.
Unfortunately, the match racing for the silver medal won't happen. The wind has decided otherwise. Thus, the co-founder of the class, Harry Melges, takes the second place ahead of Bora Gulari third.
I was happy with the day. It was great. We were going well, and Jonathan did a really good job with tactics.
Despite a remarkable push in the final races, Chris Larsen misses out on a podium finish. See you next week, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye and fair sailing.